Are you thinking about joining a SHRM Certification Exam Prep course? Or did you recently start a SHRM Certification Exam Prep course using the SHRM Learning System? I'm Christina Danforth with HR Jetpack, a top SHRM Education Partner. I'm here to answer some of your most frequently asked questions related to the SHRM Learning System, the SHRM Certification Exam Prep course, and how best to prepare. Number 1. Does the SHRM Certification Exam Prep course prepare me for both the CP and SCP exams? The SHRM Certification Exam Prep course with HR Jetpack focuses on both the SHRM CP and SHRM SCP. Both exams are based on the SHRM body of competency and knowledge. An online instructor-led course reviews concepts and terms that would potentially be on either exam. The difference is in the online SHRM Learning portal. There are 2 levels to the system, including CP and SCP. Instructors at HR Jetpack will go over questions on both levels during the class. On their own, students must spend a significant amount of time in the portal on the level they would like to take the exam. The difference is not in the concepts or terms. The difference is in the questions asked on the exam and their level of difficulty. Remember the proficiency indicators in the SHRM body of competency and knowledge? The summary document on the SHRM website defines expectations for all HR professionals or the SHRM CP level versus advanced HR professionals or the SHRM SCP level. Number 2, I just started the program. What do I do first? Take the pretest. The pretest is a 160 multiple choice exam similar to the actual exam. Taking it helps to build your stamina and creates a baseline of your strengths and opportunities for development. We recommend taking it in one sitting, but it's okay if you can't do it in one sitting. It's more important that you get it done. Right and wrong answers are revealed after you've completed the test, and you can read the rationales. But don't spend too much time on it. The purpose is to give you a baseline. Remember, you're just getting started. We recommend using this information, knowing your strengths and opportunities for development, to prepare your study plan. And here's the cool part. The results populate a recommended course of study in the online learning system. So there's a traditional path of study that follows the SHRM body of competency and knowledge model. You'd start with leadership and navigation as the first competency. Then there's the recommended path, which is populated based on your results from the pretest. This is an indication of where you need to spend more or less time in the different segments of the content. Number 3, I did terrible on the pretest. Am I the worst HR person in the world? Should I totally give up right now? After some folks take the pretest, they become obsessed with their overall score. Do not do this. You are not the worst HR person in the world, and no, you shouldn't totally give up. Stay calm and take a deep breath. First and foremost, look yourself in the mirror and say this out loud. I am amazing. Now that you've done that, let's talk about the purpose of the pretest. First, taking it will help build your stamina. You need to know what it's like to sit for a 4-hour, 160 multiple choice question exam. Secondly, the results create a baseline of your strengths and opportunities for development in relation to the SHRM body of competency and knowledge. This information will lay the foundation for your study plan. It tells you your proficiency levels or level of expertise in each of the competencies and HR functional areas. Ignore the overall score. Remember, you're just getting started. We recommend using this information, knowing your strengths and opportunities for development, to prepare your study plan. You got this. Number 4, what is the difference between the post-test and the practice exam in the online SHRM Learning portal? The post-test is a timed, multiple-choice question test with 80 questions. It's a good way to gauge if you have additional areas to study before you take the final, even more valuable practice exam. Achieving an 80% or higher on the post-test will enable you to download your official SHRM Certificate of Achievement. One of the most valuable assets in your certification preparation journey is the practice exam. This practice exam is comprised of items that have previously been used on actual SHRM certification exams and is scored in the same manner as those exams. This is as close to the real deal as you'll get before taking your exam. You should use this tool when you are within a couple of weeks of your exam date. It is meant to assess any final knowledge gaps before you take your actual exam. Number 5, I have the SHRM Learning System. I'm registered for an online instructor-led class. What other resources do I need to prepare for the SHRM certification exam? The short answer is none. The SHRM Learning System includes the SHRM books, access to the SHRM Online Learning System with 2,500 plus multiple choice practice questions, including a practice exam with retired exam questions, a digital copy of the ACE Your SHRM Certification Exam book, access to hundreds of flashcards, and more. And if you registered for a class with HR Jetpack, a SHRM Education Partner, you'll also receive about 36 hours of live online instructor-led training and recordings of those classes, and access to an exclusive online study group. Everything you need to pass your SHRM certification exam is already available through an online instructor-led class using the SHRM Learning System. You do not need anything else. Optimize the class, including access to an instructor and your HR peers, and optimize the learning system. Use both levels of it. Use it to its full capacity before looking for additional resources.